What it do, guys? It is your boy, Leo Moogie here, back with you with another new part of What If Izuku Was Mega Man Star Force. This is part 6. In the last part, we went over the Izuku taking part in the entrance exam and him showing off all of the skills that he's learned by becoming Mega Man, the EM Wave Vigilante, with Omega-sis supporting him and giving him aid. Izuku was ready for the UA entrance exam more off than he normally should have. During the entrance exam, he began to be dealing with quite a bit of annoyances, such as Bakugo constantly giving Izuku that of a stink eye. Then there was also Ida constantly trying to call him out, believing that he wasn't doing his best. But Izuku wouldn't let this basically stand as he continues moving forward, showing off his new noise change being the rogue form. As in the form, he was able to blitz and surpass everybody in his battle area, where he destroyed tons of robots easily, where some of the faculty members were quite impressed. Some also quite interested in Izuku as well. And then when the zero pointers show up, instead of normally destroying it or carrying Uraraka to safety, instead, he decides to shut it down from the inside using his EM wave form to do so. With that, Izuku was able to save her and also many other participants as well, showing them what he's capable of as the entrance exams comes to an end. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Currently, right now, several familiar figures are basically all together right now, as they are in that of an abandoned warehouse that's still connected to the EM Wave network, as severing certain connections without the proper channels or without safety could cause an EM wave surge, which is similar to that of an EMP, but 5 times worse than normal. As these several figures, being the rogue FMians and Omega-sis' old partners, as they all are together, and with then soon Tauros getting a little bit annoyed, saying, why are we just standing around here doing nothing since we last introduced ourselves? It's been basically about a couple of weeks since we last introduced ourselves to that bastard and traitor Omega-sis? Why aren't we going out there, tearing this city apart to find the bastard and stealing the Andromeda key? With then soon a growling, snarling voice, being that of Wolf, saying, I agree with Tauros. Why aren't we doing such a thing? As the other FMians look at their fellow battle-hungry companions, with then soon Cygnus basically can't help but giggle, saying, because we're planning for the perfect opportunity to strike. Well, at least I am. I can't say for the rest of you, but I do have a plan to take the Andromeda key from Omega-sis. I just need the perfect opportunity to strike. The reason being, we saw what happened with Omega-sis having that of an EM wave change with that of a vessel. We saw that they are able to take down easily, and sure, they were corrupted by noise, but they were able to even overwhelm that noise, which is normally deadly to people like us. So I figured, why don't we find that of vessels of our own, people we can use to control? With then hearing this, soon Afiyukis, as she couldn't help but snicker, saying, actually, that would work quite a bit. However, there are so many humans on this planet. Who knows if we can find somebody whose wave compatibility is the same as ours? With then soon Crown saying, it's easy, my dear. We go and find them. However, it may be a while until we do so. We are still running from our other fellow FMians after escaping prison. The longer we continue to find a vessel, the quicker our fellow FMians will find us. With then Kant saying, then why don't we just go now? If you need me, I'll be keeping it. I want to continue looking through the EM Wave network. With then soon everybody look at the supposed comic relief of their crew, with then soon Lyra saying, well, I'll probably do the same thing as Cancer, but I won't be doing it in the, well, pathetic way. As Lyra says this, with then soon Libra saying, you can all find a host if you all like. As for me, I'll just keep... It's best if I figure out some things in this world. Finding something that we could use to catch Omega-sis and his vessel off guard would be the perfect opportunity to strike to take the key. What about you, Gemini? With then everybody look at the burning yellow two-faced Ephemian. Within, Gemini couldn't help but say, I will wait. Within the other voice saying, I will wait to see if I can find the proper opportunity to find a vessel. I will not need to search when I will know the wave frequency. I will know the perfect opportunity to take my vessel. With everybody looking at Gemini, within Wolf saying, if you're all going to be looking for a vessel that much, then I'll do the same. And once I find them and take over their body, I'm going to find Omega-sis and finally get the battle I'm searching for. Within soon, Wolf also, the blue-like Ephemian Wolf soon disappears as well. Within soon, Tauros saying, you're all so pathetic. Seriously, needing a vessel to basically beat that bastard? Please, I can do it myself. I'll prove it. Within soon, Tauros looking and going through the EM wave network, finding Omega-sis' EM wave frequency, but then saying, found you, you damn traitor. Here I come, Omega-sis. Just you watch as I destroy you. In a burst of EM flames, Tauros soon leaves the area. With then Cygnus couldn't help but shake their head, saying, it seems that one of us have already gone ahead. Well, if you need me, I'll continue waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. As for the rest of you, do what you please. As long as we can gain the Andromeda Key before His Majesty finds us alongside his royal guard, then we still have the perfect opportunity to gain limitless power after all. After that, many of them couldn't help but nod, while some feel somewhat, not even caring or conflicted about their actions and what they're doing, but feeling like this is the only path for them after everything that they have done. Currently with Izuku and Omega-sis, they just arrived back in the district of Masafu, as Izuku is walking home, within messaging that of Manami, with then saying that he had the entrance exam, that he'll make it up to her tomorrow when he gets off of school and everything. With then soon Izuku couldn't help but sigh. Within Omega-sis saying, you're really trying to make it up to her after when you had no reason to even tell her that you needed to go to the entrance exam. Within Izuku saying, well, yeah, I do need to. After all, she's done so much. Not only that, she's kept the secret of my identity of me being MegaMan. It only seems right that I should tell her. Then saying, she's also a hacker that did criminal activity. The last check, many of the actions that she's taken was against the law, such as hacking. With then soon Izuku saying, well, yeah, remember, she had no choice. She felt alone. She felt like she had nothing else to live for after all, especially given everything she's gone through. Come on, Omega-sis, don't you feel anything for her? Saying, Izuku, my whole reason of being here is to help you. I'm more closer to you than I am anyone else. You're more important than me. Heck, your own mother isn't really important to me. Within Izuku stopping, within soon, Izuku puts down his phone, puts it in his pocket before Omega-sis comes out. As then, Izuku puts on his visualizer, saying, why the hell would you say that? but then saying, look, I made a promise to your father that I would help you for your dream. I didn't say I would promise to look after so many other people or care about other people. That's your duty, your job, not mine. My job is to support you any way I can. Saying, so you just don't give a damn about other people but yourself? Saying, and you, am I not making this clear enough for you, Izuku? But then Izuku couldn't help but grit his bushy, spiky, wild greenette hair within saying, Omega-sis! You're supposed to be we're doing this to become heroes, to help others. Even people who we don't even know, or don't even get to know. If they need our help, need my help, I need to be there for them. And the same thing goes for you as well. You're my partner, my friend. Don't you care? Then soon, Omega-sis looked to the side saying, personally, no, I don't care. I'm only doing this because you're my priority, Izuku. You're the closest thing to a friend I do have. And the last time I got close to people, they betrayed me and our race. I'm keeping my friend list basically quite small. And it's going to stay small. Got it, Izuku? Then Izuku looking down saying, yeah, I get it. I absolutely do. As Izuku looks down to the ground, as his hair is overshadowing both his visualizer and his eyes, then soon Omega-sis couldn't help but sigh, saying, look, we're not going to gain anything by basically being at each other's throats. So why don't we just let ourselves to calm down, especially you. If you need me, I'll probably be out. I'll probably look around the network around here and see if there's anything I can find that's interesting. You, on the other hand, needs to get back home to rest up, after all. With that, soon, Omega-sis soon leaves the connection from Izuku's phone, within soon disappearing into the EM wave world. Within Izuku saying, he doesn't care about anyone but just me. Why? Just because he was betrayed? That shouldn't be one reason on why he shouldn't care about people. Does he really think that I'm going to betray him? Within, Izuku looks back at all of the people who have, abandoned him or left him behind. From Bakugo to the two boys that he thought was his childhood friends. From his teachers, all from elementary school all the way currently to junior high. And to everyone else, and even society as a whole. If it wasn't for his father being famous for being a well-renowned astrophysicist and EM wave scientist, then he probably would be even more looked down upon. But then he thinks about those who actually did give a damn about him. Being his mom, even though she destroyed his dream, she still cares about him deeply. Still wanted him to be happy in her own way. His dad, believing that he was dead, but found out that he actually is still alive to this day, somewhere out there, one day. Mr. Boreal, he's always looked out for me and Mom. Being one of Dad's closest friends, of course. Then there's Omega-sis. Sure, he may have just had to argue, but he's always been by my side, helping me out each and every way he can, besides just allowing me to become MegaMan. Maybe, and he was betrayed by his closest friends and had to rat them out too. I guess I kind of can get where he's coming from, feeling like not wanting to get close to anyone else after everything that he's done. Within, Izuku continue moving forward before thinking, maybe I can change that idea of him. Maybe I can tell him to get close to others besides just me. To basically open up to them even more than he should have. That, it may be tough, but I can do it. I promise. After all, I've shattered his expectations before with the noise. Maybe I can do it again. Then Izuku having a confident smile on his face as he soon begins to head home before then soon getting grabbed by his collar of his shirt, within soon saying, "What the? Hey, what is?" saying, "Deku, we need to talk now, you little shit." Within hearing that growling and somewhat irritating voice, Izuku realized on who it is, especially being called Deku, within saying, "Kachan?" Currently with Omega-sis, as he's in the EM wave world, looking through the network, seeing through all of the people's lives and what they're currently doing. Many people going home after work, hanging out with friends, going home to families, spending time with them, and everything else like that. Some people doing certain things online as well, while also some people doing quite a bit of, well, heinous things too, but not really caring. Within saying, seriously, human beings are quite something else. They're free to do whatever they wish, but they choose to do on that of meaningless things. Not to mention their quirks of all things. Quirks are quite powerful, quite something else and amazing, I will say that. If quirks could interact with the EM wave world, they could give people like us a run for our money. Unfortunately, that's far from the truth. With then soon, Omega-sis remembers Izuku's words saying, "Caring about people, even those you don't even know." The efforts of a hero. I think Izuku forgotten one thing. I'm not a hero. I'm a soldier, a warrior. Simple as that. With then soon in the back of Omega-sis head, soon saying, "But you are a hero. You're my hero." With then Omega-sis eyes widening, shocked, as he remembers those words back then. About that of 2 years ago, a certain human space station came around that of the home sector of planet FM, wanting to study the EM wave energy that was coming quite strongly from both planet FM and its sister planet, the more powerful planet AM, seeing it as a perfect opportunity for that of contact. But planet FM's king wanted to see this as a chance to see if it's a hostile species or if not, by sending Omega-sis, their most proud and most powerful warrior, to see about them. However, both Omega-sis, the people of planet FM, and the king knew this would be the perfect opportunity for its most dangerous criminals to escape, all 9 of them. With Hasashi currently looking through that at the EM wave readings, seeing as he's quite amazed by everything that he's seeing. With then soon they begin to hear that of a red alert, with one of his assistants saying, "Mr. Midoriya, sir, the waves, they're getting too overwhelmed. If we stay here, we could." "No, not yet. I need to figure this out. Those waves, they're not normal. They feel actually alive. I gotta go check it out." With then one of them saying, "Sir, no, we got to go." With as Hasashi continues running through the corridors, before soon seeing that of a large connection bridge balcony, within putting on his visualizer, within soon seeing the area, within soon seeing multicolored lights, within saying, those EM waves, they don't feel like typical energy. They actually feel alive. Could it be that? Within soon, one of the blue lights begin to charge down towards Hasashi. Within, Hasashi begins to scream in that of fear. Before then, a green light appears right in front of him, knocking back the blue light. Within soon, the blue light ended up being Cygnus, saying, "Damn you, Omega-sis, constantly getting in our way." With Omega-sis saying, "Sorry, Cygnus, but you're always the torturous type, like to put fear in people before you kill them." As Hasashi sees his savior, as he couldn't help but say, a EM living cat? With then soon, Omega-sis couldn't help but sigh, saying, I am not a cat or whatever this creature you say I am. Human, you must be the life forms that we were detecting. Tell me, what are you? Or who are you by any chance? With then soon, Cygnus saying, I'm not going to waste my time here. But, in case you're wondering, due to the high frequency of EM waves here, this station might blow. So in case you both want to die, go ahead and do so. I could care less. With that, soon, Cygnus soon leaves. Within, soon, Omega-sis couldn't help but grit out saying, damn him. With soon looking at you, your name, and species saying, my name is Hisashi Midoriya. I'm a human being. Saying, all right then, human, then follow me. You're not safe here. With then soon grabbing on to Hisashi, with it saying, wait, but my team! Saying, I'm sorry, you're the only one I'd be able to save, and I don't like to carry multiple passengers. But I swear to you, their deaths won't be in vain. With then soon, both Omega-sis and Hisashi disappear, as then the overwhelming readings and power reflection of the EM waves destroy the entire station. However, thankfully, many scientists and passengers of the space station were able to leave quickly due to that of the escape pods. With that, as for Hisashi and Omega-sis, they arrive on planet FM. As soon arriving, the whole planet almost looks like that of a desolate desert. However, due to Hisashi having that of his EM wave visor, you begin to realize that it's not truly a desert. It's a planet completely composed of EM wave, an EM wave world. Everything that seems like a desert to him, from the naked eyes, is completely composed of that of luscious greenery, wide big forests, and great forms of water as well. Within soon, Hisashi saying, you saved me, but my team. Within saying, don't worry, I can tell there's still, through the EM waves, I was able to see that some people were able to escape. Don't worry, they'll be found. Possibly if your species figured you came all the way out here. With then Hisashi couldn't help but sigh, saying, that's good. I would be ashamed if all of those people died because they were waiting on me. With then soon, Omega-sis saying, what was the reason that you came all the way here? But then Hisashi saying, well, you see, I'm a researcher. I basically study and research that of the fluctuations of EM waves. I was able to find that of a strong form of EM waves coming from this sector of space. So I decided to figure it out for myself. Little did I know, there's basically an entire planet composed of EM waves, and I'm basically standing right on it. With then soon Omega saying, well, yes, it is. However, to you, it looks like a desolate planet. But you do know you won't be able to survive on a planet like this normally. Saying, yeah, I kind of figured that. But even so, you saved my life. If anything, you're a hero to me. Omega-sis. Call me Omega-sis. With then, Hisashi couldn't help but smile, saying, thank you, Omega-sis. I owe you a debt. Within, Omega-sis saying, don't worry, you don't owe me anything. Within, Omega-sis begins to wince a little bit in pain on the right side of his arm. Within, soon seeing a bit of particles begin to leak out of his EM wave arm. Within, Hisashi saying, are you okay? Within, realizing it was from that attack. You took that from me. From that other guy, saying, his name is Cygnus, an old comrade of mine, now turned traitor. It seems that your station was the perfect opportunity for him and probably several other my former comrades to escape off planet. Damn, I should have figured this out. I need to tell His Majesty about this. With then saying, not in that condition. You look like you're about to pass out. Saying, it's just a scratch. I've dealt with then wincing a little bit more in pain. Saying, hang on. With soon pulling out his phone within soon. It begins to extend out for a little bit. With soon bringing out it being that of a card slot. Within saying, battle card, Grenation, recovery heal, 10%. With then sliding down the card as the card heals Omega-sis. With then Omega-sis begins to feel the regeneration from his arm. Within soon saying, doesn't hurt as much. Injury's still there, but if you need any more, I got a couple more cards here. I don't really use them that much, but it does help to deal with viruses back at home. That's all. With then Omega-sis saying, I think I should be the one owing you now. But like I said, it was just a scratch. Within Hisashi saying, anytime I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Within Omega saying, I don't have a back. Saying, it's just a sprays back in my world. Within Omega saying, so think there's a way for me to go back home? Saying, unless you can truly breathe in space for almost that of years from now, then no, probably not. But I think we can find some ways to make your time here a lot more comfortable if we can try. With then Sashi saying, appreciate that. Within the two begin to walk. Before then, Sashi saying, it'd be great for me to contact my family, tell them that they don't need to worry about me, alongside the others. With then soon, Omega saying, your family. How would you like to, if you could, I could do something to help out. Just call it that of a return of a favor. Within saying, really? You do that for me? Just a form of respect, that's all. If I can. Within Hisashi couldn't help but say, thanks, Omega-sis. You're a good friend. Within Omega-sis couldn't help but say, friends? But we just met. Saying, hey, you've done so much for me. I already consider you a friend. A lifelong friend at that. Omega-sis couldn't help but feel somewhat happy hearing this, but keeps it still having that of a stoic look on his face, saying, thank you for your words. I'll consider it. With then soon, Sashi saying, I can tell. You're a bit of a tsundere, aren't you? Don't know how to deal with compliments. With then soon, I'm like saying, what the hell is a tsundere? Saying, my friend, I got quite a bit to tell you about my world. As Hisashi and Omega-sis continue to talk with one another. Within soon, Omega-sis getting back out of his flashback, saying, I've done so much. He's taught me so much that I can trust people. Well, certain people. People who I know that won't backstab me. Such as Hisashi and his son, Izuku. I could tell the boy his mother about my existence. But what would that do? Hisashi always said that his wife was always the worrywart kind of type and can easily be frazzled. Hell, when she found out that her own child was quirkless, instead of believing in him or supporting him, she continued to coddle him and basically continued to see him as fragile as always. I know that this is how the world sees those without power, but even so, I can tell Izuku Midoriya is a fighter. If he was in the military, he would struggle, but he could still stand on his own 2 feet to fight back. I can see it in his eyes. That's why the reason I'm here to help him. Besides, to find within Sue, right in front of Omega-sis, as a burst of EM wave flames begin to come out, as then 2 muscly fiery arms come out within the head a helmet that looks like that of a Tauros, that of a bull soon appears, within saying, Omega-sis! Within Omega-sis realizing Tauros. Within Tauros can't help but smirk, saying, I found you, you damn traitor. Now this is the perfect opportunity to prove that I am the strongest and that I was the one who should have been captain, not you. With then soon makes saying, I've been needing to get my thoughts out of certain things. You're the perfect distraction to fight against. With then the two begin to clash, with Omega-sis raising back his EM wave claws and Tauros raising back that of a flaming fist, as the two begin to clash through the EM wave world. Back with Izuku, on the other hand, he was soon shoved into that of a wide corner between that of two houses, with then soon Izuku saying, what the hell do you want, Kachan? Saying, I told you not to show up at UA. Not only that, let's also bring in the fact that you've been pissing me off for the past couple of months. First you graduate from school early, then you basically told me off, then you punch me in the damn face multiple times. Like hell, I'm going to let that go, you damn Deku. I'm going to need to put you back in your place and know your place. Especially going to UA. What made you think you even had a chance? I bet they basically kicked you out the first chance they... Within soon, Izuku pushed Bakugo back to the wall, saying, enough! Knock it off, you dumb asshole! Do you take some kind of sick kick knocking me down a peg? The hell is wrong with you? As Bakugo stumbles back a little bit, with that of wide eyes and a look of shock, they soon look into that of a look of feral rage and hatred and anger. With then soon, Bakugo couldn't help but scream out, Deku! Within soon, hitting Izuku with that of a powerful explosion to his body, sending him flying through that of the small alleyway. Within a few people in the houses began to feel somewhat scared and, annoyed at the same time, with the house on the right saying, who the hell is using their quirk in the alleyway here? Within one of them think, should we call a hero? Think, no need to worry. Possibly that explosion would be enough to call the cops and the heroes. Within, little did they know, nobody did so. Within, as for Izuku, his entire body is still smoking. Within, soon, Izuku getting a little bit of pain due to the shockwave of the explosion. Within, Bakugo grabbing Izuku by his shirt once again, bringing him to his feet, floating into the air. Within, soon, saying, you have always been nothing but a damn eyesore to me. Always been irritating of me. And the worst part, you've always looked down on me. Your actions say it all. Within, Izuku saying, look down on you? The hell are you? Within, soon slamming him to the left side of the wall. Within, hitting him with another explosion to his body as Izuku tries to gasp from air from the pain, with Bakugo roaring more in furious anger, saying, because you've always done so! Even as kids, you've always looked down on me! See me as somebody weaker than you! Pathetic than you! Somebody who needs help from a quirkless, worthless nerd like you! You even continue to see me as worthless by standing up to me! When you should know your damn place in this world! Beneath those with real power and real strength! Somebody like I told you before! Somebody like you doesn't need to deserve to be a hero. Somebody like you will never be a hero. You'll always be a worthless, useless, quirkless idiot that will do nothing but get himself killed and die like the worthless runt he is. After hearing all those words, currently right now, Izuku is not moving due to two reasons. One, the first and main reason is due to him constantly in his body being in that of immense pain. Second reason, on the other hand, though, is because he is utterly and absolutely pissed right about now, looking at the person that he used to see as his former friend, with then currently now with Omega-sis and Tauros on the other hand. The two continue to battle against one another, creating that of that of static and alterations to the EM wave world that's around them, with it also causing quite a bit of a shift in the EM wave network around the area that they're also in, with many people's lights, phones, and also internet begin to disconnect and turn off on and on again, and also begin to freeze up too. With it, however, as the battle continued to come together, with Omega-sis dealing powerful claw strikes to Tauros, and Tauros trying to defend himself from the multiple strikes as well. As Tauros tries to deal that of a powerful counterpunch, Omega-sis dodges before doing that of an upward claw slash, slashing through that of the Tauros' body, as it soon begins to glitch out a little bit as he holds the wound that was on his chest. Within, soon, Omega-sis saying, "Had enough? I told you. There was a reason why I was the captain, and it wasn't just because of my strength. It was because of my battle tactics and strategy. You, on the other hand, Tauros, you and Wolf have always relied more on your fighting capabilities and instincts in battle. You never truly knew what it's like to truly lead and show your power and tact and skills and wit. And it's the reason on why you're losing to me now." With then soon Tauros saying, "I'll show you," as he rushes towards him. With then Omega-sis puts, but with all of his power and might, the EM waves around him begin to grow even more. Before then, he releases that of a powerful slash down towards Tauros, sending him flying through the EM wave network, as he screams that in agony and pain, being sent flying. Within Omega saying, "Still the same as ever. And if he wants the Andromeda key, he should have brought somebody to help him. Possibly Wolf, and maybe even that of Cygnus. Hell, Gemini himself would have given me a bit of a trouble. But Tauros alone, I can handle this. That would be one target down, and 8 more to go." Within, soon, in a burst of light, he soon chases after Tauros. As for Izuku, on the other hand, he stands back up, saying, "So this is who you truly are, Kachan. Oh, you truly do despise me just because of me even trying." Within, saying, "Trying? You don't need to! Shut the hell up, you stupid asshole!" With Bakugo cut off guard by the outburst before he was about to reply, saying, I said shut the hell up!" With then Izuku having that of a look of furious anger, with tons of explosion marks and a bit of blood coming out of his mouth. Within saying, "You've always been like this. Constantly always treating me like shit. Always constantly seeing me beneath you. For even trying, for even just existing. When all I wanted to do was be just like you. Somebody that stood beside you. Not as a lackey. Not just as your friend, but as your equal. As somebody that can sit beside you. And always stand beside you in the thickest of thins. Always have your back. And yet, you didn't. You constantly let the damn praise get to your head. You constantly always saw All Might as somebody more powerful than you. Somebody who only uses strength to beat the villains. Instead, you let that ego and arrogance, because people always said you were strong and powerful, go to your damn head to the point that you didn't even think that you need people to help you. Need people to actually stand with you. It's because of that I can't stand you anymore. How can I believe somebody like you was supposed to be my symbol of victory? The symbol that kept me going to continue moving forward. How can I continue still seeing you as my friend when you're nothing but a lousy, worthless bully that doesn't deserve to be a hero?" After saying that, Bakugo basically lost it, as he continued hearing those words, saying, I don't deserve to be a hero. I don't deserve to be a hero." With the suit, Bakugo explosion began to pop. quieter before they begin to up the ante in volume. Within soon, Bakugo having that of a look of pure and utter rage, hatred, and basically disgust, as he almost looks like bloody murder at this very point, saying, "You want to say that again, Deku? And if you do, I'll kill you right here and now." With then, soon, Izuku looked like he actually made a big mistake for the first time in his life. With then, soon, currently, with Tauros, he continues basically screaming out in pain before then, realizing that Omega-sis is catching up to him. He realized, damn it, I gotta heal. I have to heal somewhere. With then realizing the only way for me to heal is I go to an EM wave world, but Omega-sis will follow me there, and I can't find a proper connection. What I truly need to heal myself is, with then, for a split second, a being just pop off, and that's of Tauros's head, when realize a wave connection, a perfect vessel is nearby. With then, soon, looking down, he sees a familiar sight currently of a certain ashen blonde about to explode our favorite green net. Within saying, he's the one I feel the connection with. With then soon flying down to the ground. With then soon Omega-sis saying, where is he? With then soon Omega-sis eyes widen in shock as his red eyes narrow down to see that of Bakugo, and right in front of him being Izuku, saying, oh no, I need to get there quickly. Izuku, get out of there! Move now! With then realizing, damn it, I'm still in the EM wave world. I got to disconnect myself. With then finally doing so at the same time as Izuku was backing up in that of fear and terror, as he hasn't felt like this since he was still a little kid, as he's basically put down all of his fear and terror and angst and anxiousness basically down into him when he believed his father was dead. But right now, it seems all of that fear and anxiety finally coming up, as he really believes that he's actually going to die right in front of the person that he used to see as his childhood best friend. With then soon, Bakugo saying, it's time for you to say your damn prayers, you little shit. I'm going to finally remove the quirkless stain that's been in my life once and for all. As Bakugo is raising his explosion to hit Izuku, within soon, Tauros, in a blink of an eye, goes into Bakugo's body. Within soon, stopping as Bakugo begins to feel the jolt in his body. With then soon, Bakugo, in his mental mindscape, would then say, what's going on? What's happening? With then soon, in front of him, he sees Tauros saying, so you're the person that I'm going to have as my vessel. You have one hell of a power. Not only that, your personality as well is perfect, is for me as well. With then soon, Bakugo saying, the hell are you? You some kind of villain? Saying, villain? Don't label me for something so petty and stupid, brat. I am a warrior. And I am a warrior that's going to take your body and gain more power than I've earned. Than I should earn from the very beginning. With then saying, you're not taking shit! As he soon was about to send an explosion, he realized, why can't I use you're in your head, brat. I'm the one that's going to be controlling your body. So just sit back and just watch as I put your body to good use, you little brat. With then soon, Bakugo's eyes wide in check, saying, no, not again. I refuse. You are not taking shit. As he soon rushed towards Tauros, within Tauros disappearing, and that's of a burst of flames, within saying, no, give me back my body. Give me back my body now. I'm supposed to be the strongest. No one's supposed to take anything from me! Let me go! Give me back my body! As his screams were basically on deaf ears, within soon, Omega-sis goes back into Izuku, Within soon going back into his phone. Within soon, Izuku noticing Omega-sis, then saying, what's going on? Omega-sis, what happened? Saying, Izuku, EM wave change now! Saying, what? Did I stutter? EM wave change! That's not Katsuki Bakugo anymore! With then saying, what? What do you... Within soon, Izuku begins to realize that something is different with Bakugo, saying, Kachan? Saying, Kachan? So that's the name of this person's body. Well, doesn't matter anymore. I'll just use it for perfect opportunity after all. With then soon, Izuku saying, that sounds like Kachan, but it's not acting like him. Within soon, Izuku, for a split second, puts down his visualizer. Within soon, seeing something floating right behind, or rather, on top of Bakugo. Within saying, who is? Saying, that's Tauros. Remember? Within soon, Izuku remembers the look of Tauros back then at the station. Within saying, you're the one that caused you're one of the people that caused the explosion back at the station about a couple months ago. Saying, that's right. Now, I was currently fighting Omega-sis before coming here, but now I have the perfect opportunity to not just destroy Omega-sis, but I also have the perfect body to show my true strength. This boy's powers alone is good enough, but add that with an EM wave change, I'll have the perfect unstoppable vessel. I'll be more powerful than the rest of those bastards, and then they'll have to acknowledge me as leader. Within, Izuku saying, what? This is all for... Then saying, enough talk. With both Tauros and Bakugo speaking at the same time. Within soon saying, let's do this. EM wave change on air! As a burst of orange-like flames begin to erupt around Bakugo. Within soon knocking back Izuku. Within soon, Omega-sis scream out, Izuku! Within saying, on it now! EM wave change on air! As Izuku's transforming as well, Bakugo's body begins to alter and change as the head of Tauros was basically behind him before it soon chomps down on him. As doing so, the body of Bakugo begins to alter and change as his upper torso becomes a lot more bigger and broader. Within, flames begin to erupt around his forearms. Before then, soon, grenade-like objects begin to wrap around those flames too. With then the color scheme of Tauros that went from that of a burning crimson red turns that of a darkest black, a brightest orange, with that of a small touch of green as well. With then soon, coming from the EM wave form change, the flames begin to emerge, as then a loud roar of power begins to erupt from the flames. At the same time, Izuku reverts back to his MegaMan form, but in that of his default form instead. With then, Izuku couldn't help but grit his teeth in that of frustration and also anger, but at two people, at Tauros for stealing Bakugo's body, and at himself for being so stupid to allow something like that to happen. With then Izuku seeing the full figure of the EM wave change Bakugo, with then saying, Kachan! With then soon, Tauros, with that of Bakugo's voice, couldn't help but say, this isn't Kachan. My name, and I ain't Tauros either. I am Tauros Fire! With then a burst, however, instead of it being fire, it being that of a loud gust of explosions. With then soon doing this actually did get the attention of many people to decide to call the cops and the heroes at the same time. With then soon a couple of heroes on the scene began to notice what happened within them, realizing, halt right there, villain! Stop what you're doing and put your hands in the air. With then soon Izuku saying, wait, no, don't get near! With a blast of his hands, soon sending that of a flaming wave of explosions towards the heroes that showed up, sending them flying backwards in that of pain and soon into unconsciousness. Within suit, Tauros fire couldn't help but scream out, this is amazing! This is the power I've always wanted! The true strength I always needed! Combined with this brat's quirk and my EM wave flames, I am unstoppable! Within, Izuku couldn't help but get even more annoyed by gritting his teeth. Within soon, Omega speaks up saying, Izuku, we need to stop him. Any means cost. Within, Izuku saying, yeah, we need to bring down Tauros. At the same time, we also had to save Kachan. With Omega-sis completely shocked, with his red eyes widening, saying, Izuku, this is the same guy that was basically looking down on you, treating you like shit, and continues to threaten you on a daily basis. Not only that, when I was on my way chasing Tauros, you looked like you were basically beaten with an inch of your life. You really want to save somebody like him, somebody who continues to look down on you like that. Within, Izuku saying, you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe he doesn't need to be saved. Maybe he does need to be treated like the puppet for once in his life instead of being treated like the hero everybody believe he'll become. But in reality, this is what a duty of a hero does. I don't give a damn about my grudge against him or anything like that or whatever he's done to me. Right now, he's in danger. And right now, we're the only ones that can stop and save him. And that's exactly what a hero should do. What I'm going to do. If you don't like what I'm going to do, then you can basically lecture me and hate and basically annoy me on it on a daily. Fine, I'll accept that. But please, Omega-sis, please help me save Kachan. Let me save him. Let me be the hero that I am meant to be. Like you said, I was supposed to be. With then hearing the conviction and words of pleading from Izuku, within, Omega-sis couldn't help but close his eyes before then, sighing, saying, like father, like son, it seems. With then sued, Izuku saying, huh? But then saying, all right, I'll help you. After all, it's the right thing to do, right? With then, Izuku couldn't help but smile, saying, thanks, Mega. With then, Omega-sis couldn't help but smile, saying, don't thank me yet. We still have a job to do. With that, both Izuku and Omega-sis as MegaMan begins their battle against their first true EM enemy, Tauros Fire. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, how did you guys like this part? It's a lot more, vocal, to be honest. Personally, this was something that was kind of building up throughout the series I was doing. At first, I was going to... Normally, the build-up to Bakugo exploding and trying to literally beat the shit out of Izuku always comes at the, first battle trial, which leads to quite a bit of shit that happens. Personally, this leads up to a lot more quicker because of multiple reasons why. First reason is, Izuku basically leaves Aldera way too early that causes Bakugo to think that Izuku is still looking down on him even more than before. Second, Izuku is also standing up for himself due to believing that his father was dead, and people continue looking down on him even after everything that he's gone through, which makes him basically snap on anybody on a daily basis. And due to Bakugo's constant praise and hype due to other people and unaware of his own goddamn emotions, it only makes sense that shit like this would lead up pretty damn escalate quickly. So yeah, Also, I think some of you may be wondering why Bakugo as Tauros Fire. Well, for obvious reasons. Throughout the series of Star Force, Tauros Fire has always been that one person that would never stop trying to prove that he was better than Omega-Sis. He's been in basically all 3 games after all. So yeah, his personality fits Bakugo to a damn T until he mellows out in the 3rd game. So yeah. Also, when I was basically recording this, I kind of felt like my storyteller aspect from my fanfic channel was blending over into this one. And I think this is the 2nd time that has happened. So I am so sorry, guys. If it felt like I was being way too intense there, that's my fault. And I really apologize. So yeah, anyway, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, keep up to date my videos when I upload on the channel. Also, check out my Discord, my gaming channel, my side channel, my Patreon, and my Cash App. All linked in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Yamuki, signing out. Later, guys, and I hope you all take care. Shiro Kitsune, do your thing, girl.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!